And welcome to the Inside Tailgating Podcast. I'm joined today by Rocky Stubblefield, the brand ambassador for Stubb's BBQ Sauce and all their products. Rocky, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
Much better now that I'm talking about you because, at Inside Tailgating, we specialize in having a good time in the tailgating lot. We love to go out. We love the grill. And I feel like I'm talking to the right person to do that.
That's right. That's what the barbecue is about, having a good time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I imagine by your last name you are related to the man that created this barbecue sauce. So who would that be?
Yeah, C.B. Stubblefield. That's my granddad. Everybody called him Stubb for short. He started with a restaurant in 1968, and eventually in the early 90s is when we actually started selling the product in the stores.
There you go, and it's exploded. I live in Youngstown, and we have it here. Like you said before we went on here, you guys sell it nationwide, correct?
Yeah, we're available nationwide, Canada, and even a few other countries overseas.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. So how did this all start? Like, was your grandfather kind of famous for cooking his sauce in general? I mean, did it kind of grow from there? How did it get so big?
Well, it started out, like I said, with a restaurant, but everybody loved his sauce, and he kind of fell on hard times in the late 80s, and everybody told him that he should just sell his sauce because they told him he could make some money by selling his sauce. And he started out selling it out of the back of his Cadillac, just going around selling it to people, and eventually it took off. And we're like the number 4 or 5 barbecue sauce in the country now.
That's pretty impressive from starting out, selling in the back of your truck or car. That's pretty impressive. So you must be doing something right. Obviously, if you get to that level, you're doing something right when it comes to your sauces and everything. So what makes Stubb's, like, I've had it before. It always stands out on the shelf compared to other products when you go to the grocery store. What makes Stubb's so much better and so loved worldwide?
Well, I think because it comes from a real person. It's quality ingredients, and we love what we do. And we want to make a good product for people, something they can love, and something that they're gonna want to put on their barbecue or their brisket and ribs, chicken, whatever they're making. We want to make a sauce that they want on there, not something that's cheap is going to be bring the quality of your meat down. We want to take the quality of your meat up.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want anything to kind of like overtake the flavor of what you're cooking, but you want something there to really kind of accentuate it. And is that kind of like what makes you so passionate about grilling and everything? The fact that what you can take with what you have and you can add it to, like you said, a brisket or ribs or anything and just make it that much better? Where does your passion come from?
I mean, to me, barbecue is just fun. When people say, let's have a barbecue, you automatically think it's going to be a party. It's just a good time with the barbecue and being able to get behind the grill and create something. I actually like being hands-on and actually going out and doing something on your own on the grill. It's just kind of rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is fun to grill. It's fun to learn different methods, try different things with it. So because we're inside tailgating and we do so much with tailgating, what kind of different Stubb's products would you recommend maybe to bring out with you, whether you're trying to grill like on a small maybe propane grill or charcoal grill? Is there anything specifically you like to do or any suggestions you would have for the tailgating audience on how you can use Stubb's products?
Well, we always say it always starts with a good rub. So, first thing you do is, rub the meat, which are favorite Stubb's rub. We have barbecue, beef, chicken, pork rub, or steak rub. And we always tell people, rub your meat first and use the barbecue sauce at the end. The barbecue sauce is to finish it off. We don't recommend cooking the whole time with the barbecue sauce. If you're going to glaze some ribs, you do it like the last 30 minutes, baste it like 2 or 3 times the last 30 minutes of cooking, but don't, cook the entire time with the barbecue sauce because barbecue sauce burns on the grill.
Oh, that would be a good one. You don't, because that'll mess your grill up too. Then it's like falling down through and everything. You don't want that.
Yeah.
It's just too much. You don't want to do that. What are your I mean, you have different products and everything, and like we're saying, you can bring them all out with you to accentuate your tailgate. What are your like more specific, the favorite products that you guys have that you like?
Yeah. Well, Original, which is our number one seller, number one barbecue sauce, that's my favorite. But I mean, we also have a lot of marinades and anytime sauces, and I mean that can prepare you the night before if you just want to marinate some meat ahead of time. That way, you just get to the tailgate, take it out, and put it on the grill. So that's another easy way. We have our anytime sauces, which can be a marinade, a base, or a dip. So
that's
you can
nice.
use them dipping the meat in or basting it while you're cooking.
Yeah, we always try to like find different ways. We always like marinades because our thing is the less you have to bring with you and the more things you can do to maybe stuff your grilling or barbecuing beforehand, it really just
Yeah.
kind of like puts it over the edge, you know. So, I tell me more about the anytime sauce because that sounds like something that we would love because like I just said, we try to get as much as you can out of as little as possible. And if you have something that has three different uses, I mean that's right there, man. That's good.
Yeah, the anytime sauces actually came about a few years ago. We made a hatch chili. It's from the chilies they make in New Mexico. They grow in New Mexico. They have a chili season every year. We kind of made that in honor of my granddad because he spent some time in New Mexico. So we came out with that. But first we came out with it as just a marinade, but it took off. People were using it for everything, and they were using it to dip chips in it, to baste, and so pretty much that's how it evolved into a anytime sauce. And we made some more sauces, to continue that line.
Yeah, it's so good you can put it on your cereal. I think that's a good one right there. So, do you have anything specific you like to do that maybe you don't tell a lot of people when it comes to barbecue and like any tips or tricks with how to really make it stand out?
I mean, one thing I do tell people is that when you do rub your meat, don't just rub it and automatically sit it on the grill. We tell people to rub it and let it sit for like 5 or 10 minutes, because that the rub actually absorbs into your meat. You can actually see the rub change colors. It looks like it's getting wet. That's because it's actually absorbing into the meat, and that gives your meat more flavor. That's one thing we like to tell people.
That's a good tip right there because you really want it to permeate and get in there so it just doesn't kind of like sit on the surface and not do anything. Did you ever do anything where like I know that sometimes when we try to attempt to make things like we'll cut like slits in the meat and like put garlic or other things down in there. Do you guys ever
Oh yeah,
inject your sauces and stuff?
you talking about scoring the meat? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've done that a few times. Here in Texas, we're always brisket, so we're not really scoring that too much. We're just putting that rub on and letting it sit. Low
Yeah.
and slow here in Texas.
So I know that when we first were kind of getting together, they mentioned that you can make a drink out of Stubbs, and I think there was even, we because I was just afraid to mess it up because I'm not good with mixing drinks. I have people do that for me. But
Yeah.
wasn't there a drink or something you can make featuring your rubs?
Yeah, they call it a Stubblefield. It's actually on our website. It's kind of like a Bloody Mary, but it uses some of the Stubbs product. I actually don't drink it because I don't drink. But we have a lot of good recipes on our website. If you go to www.stubbsbbq.com, we have a lot of ideas that you can do with our products. It's kind of helping people think of other uses besides just your basic barbecue sauce. The things you can do with our products, and that drink is on there actually. It's a pretty good drink. People pretty like it. We actually had it was like a guest blogger that actually made that. We have a lot of people that are always writing into us with a use that they've done with our product. So if it's a good one, we usually put it on our website.
Oh, it must be good. If you're taking barbecue products and making them into drinks, you're doing something right. I mean, that just sounds like something's going right. So, Rocky, you're the brand ambassador, so that you probably get to do a lot of cool things. Like, tell us about your job, like what you do. Do you get to travel around? Do you get to meet different people? Do you get to how does your job work?
I mean, that's what's amazing about my job. The things that I've been able to do with just barbecue. I do a lot of traveling. Pretty much coast to coast. I've been almost. I've been to California this year, New York, Arkansas, Atlanta. Pretty much almost. I've been at least 10 or 15 states this year, just going around promoting the barbecue sauce. I'm actually going to be going up to Canada in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
I actually been to China for the barbecue sauce. So it's
really?
it's just amazing what I've done. Where my granddad started, and I've been able to do because of him. With barbecue.
Yeah, that's got to be fun, man. You grow up around the environment, you grow up getting, the hang of how everything works, and then next thing you know, you're traveling to China to represent the
Yeah.
company. That's got to be pretty. So, what do you do in China? Are you like, hey,
Yeah.
let's introduce you to some Texas over here in Shanghai? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, actually, we went over to Shanghai. We actually put a Stubbs restaurant in over there, just bring a little bit of Texas to China. So see
Is
how
that
that
like
goes.
that sounds like something you really enjoy? Is because I've been down to Texas and I go down there and I just go skipping into the state because I know I'm going to get great barbecue. And, where I live in Ohio, there's some good places, but it's not as prevalent like down where you're at. So is that like something you really enjoy doing, is bringing Texas to other places like China and Canada and other types of places that might not?
I mean, my granddad would be alive. He'd say, you're spreading the love and happiness of Stubb. That's what we want to do. Spread the love and happiness.
That's good. So, where would people go? I know you mentioned the website. Is that a good place to start to find out and learn about all the products and go from there? Just go to the store. How do you recommend people find your product and really learn about it and what you can do with it when it comes to cooking?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're available in pretty much every major grocery store, but you can go to, stubbsbbq.com. We have a Facebook, which is Stubbs BBQ Sauce, Instagram, Stubbs BBQ Sauce, same thing with Twitter. So we're all social media, but you can start out at our website would be the best thing as far as getting recipes, and we have like a product locator on there so you can see where in your state you can find our products.
That's good. So if you are from Texas, let me guess, Cowboys. I'm gonna go Longhorns. Am I close or am I off?
You're right on.
That's easy.
In Texas, you gotta root for the Cowboys. I'm in Austin, Texas, so that's our pro team here.
Oh yeah, it is. I've been down to Austin. That's a fun place. I've been down there when they start playing football games, and you're just like, oh my! It turns into one giant party.
Texas is big on football. Some of our high school stadiums look like pro stadiums. So.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty cool. So do you guys do a lot of stuff down there with like Texas University, and are you kind of prevalent around there when tailgating and everything's happening? Do you like to kind of put yourselves out there and be part of it?
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, we've been focusing a little bit out of state this year because we're so well known here in Texas, so we're trying to spread it a little bit out. So we actually been going up to Arkansas and doing a couple of tailgates. That's why I'm going to be going up there again in November for the Arkansas versus Florida game.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah, and we were just up there last weekend for when they played Ole Miss. Yeah.
Oh, nice, man! You're all over the place. That's good. I need to like attach myself to your wagon. Just start going to all these good places and just wave in the background and be like, we tailgate. We use their product.
I was in Ohio about a month ago. Or Cincinnati. We had to do some stuff up there, so I was in Cincinnati.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're everywhere.
Get some chili while you're there, I guess. All right, Rocky, is there anything I missed that you want to say about Stubbs Barbecue?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate you having me on, and hopefully we can work together again.
Sounds good. Well, thank you very much, Rocky. And I'm going to go to the store now and just start buying out the place because now I need a brisket in my life because that's my favorite. All right.
All right, slow and low.
Slow and low. Good advice, man. All right, thanks, Rocky. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.